Genesis 18. Birth of Isaac promised. Now the Lord appeared to Abraham by the terebinth trees of Mamre, in Hebron, while he was sitting at the tent door in the heat of the day. When he raised his eyes and looked up, behold, 3 men were standing, a little distance, from him. When he saw them, he ran from the tent door to meet them and bowed down, with his face, to the ground, and Abraham said, My Lord, if now I have found favor in your sight, please do not pass by your servant, without stopping to visit. Please let a little water be brought, by one of my servants, and, you may, wash your feet, and recline and rest comfortably under the tree. And I will bring a piece of bread to refresh and sustain you, after that you may go on, since you have come to your servant. And they replied, Do as you have said. So Abraham hurried into the tent to Sarah, and said, Quickly, get ready 3 measures of fine meal, knead it and bake cakes. Abraham also ran to the herd and brought a calf, tender and choice, and he gave it to the servant, to butcher, and he hurried to prepare it. Then he took curds and milk and the calf which he had prepared, and set it before the men, and he stood beside them under the tree while they ate. Then they said to him, Where is Sarah your wife? And he said, There, in the tent. He said, I will surely return to you at this time next year, and behold, Sarah your wife will have a son. And Sarah was listening at the tent door, which was behind him. Now Abraham and Sarah were old, well advanced in years, she was past the age of childbearing. So Sarah laughed to herself when she heard the Lord's words, saying, After I have become old, shall I have pleasure and delight, my Lord, husband, being also old? And the Lord asked Abraham, Why did Sarah laugh, to herself, saying, Shall I really give birth to a child, when I am so old? Is anything too difficult or too wonderful for the Lord? At the appointed time, when the season for her delivery comes, I will return to you and Sarah will have a son. Then Sarah denied it, saying, I did not laugh, because she was afraid. And he, the Lord, said, No, but you did laugh. Then the men got up from there, and looked towards Sodom, and Abraham walked with them to send them on the way. The Lord said, Shall I keep secret from Abraham, my friend and servant, what I am going to do, since Abraham is destined to become a great and mighty nation, and all the nations of the earth will be blessed through him? For I have known, chosen, acknowledged, him, as my own, so that he may teach and command his children and the sons of his household after him to keep the way of the Lord by doing what is righteous and just, so that the Lord may bring upon Abraham what he has promised him. And the Lord said, The outcry of the sin of Sodom and Gomorrah is indeed great, and their sin is exceedingly grave. I will go down now, and see whether they have acted as vilely and wickedly as the outcry which has come to me indicates, and if not, I will know. Now the 2 men, angelic beings, turned away from there and went towards Sodom, but Abraham remained standing before the Lord. Abraham approached the Lord, and said, Will you really sweep away the righteous, those who do right, with the wicked, those who do evil? Suppose there are 50 righteous people within the city, will you really sweep it away and not spare it for the sake of the 50 righteous who are in it? Far be it from you to do such a thing, to strike the righteous with the wicked, so that the righteous and the wicked are treated alike. Far be it from you. Shall not the judge of all the earth do right, by executing just and righteous judgment? So the Lord said, If I find within the city of Sodom 50 righteous people, then I will spare the entire place for their sake. Abraham answered, Now behold, I who am but dust, in origin, and ashes, have decided to speak to the Lord. If 5 of the 50 righteous are lacking, will you destroy the entire city for lack of 5? And he said, If I find, at least, 45 righteous people there, I will not destroy it. Abraham spoke to him yet again and said, Suppose only 40 are found there. And he said, I will not do it for the sake of the 40 who are righteous. Then Abraham said to him, Oh, may the Lord not be angry, and I will speak, suppose 30 righteous people are found there? And he said, I will not do it if I find 30 there. And he said, Now behold, I have decided to speak to the Lord again. Suppose only 20 righteous people are found there? And the Lord said, I will not destroy it for the sake of the 20. Then Abraham said, "Oh, may the Lord not be angry with me, and I will speak only this once, suppose 10 righteous people are found there?" And he said, "I will not destroy it for the sake of the 10. As soon as he had finished speaking with Abraham, the Lord departed, and Abraham returned to his own place.